Hey guys, Jared here, and today I'm going to show you the result of my quest for a great home sound recording setup and give you ideas on what you can do with yours. That's coming up next. So my setup is made up of 4 key items: the Blue Yeti microphone, the Blue Radius 2 shock mount, the Rode PSA-1 studio boom arm, and a basic pop filter. I've combined them all into what you're seeing here, which makes up my current audio recording setup. If you're interested in any of this gear I'm using, check out the links in the video description as I've done more in-depth videos on each piece. The Blue Yeti is a well-known microphone. It offers a high level of quality sound recording for a good price point. I'm recording all audio through this microphone currently, so it should give you an idea of how it sounds, and I've also been using it for all of my other videos up until this point. The Blue Yeti microphone was also the first piece of equipment in the setup that I purchased. As it turns out, having a microphone is a pretty important step in sound recording. I found out pretty quickly that by just having the microphone sitting on my desk, it would pick up a lot of sound, even with the thin layer of foam padding on the bottom of the stand that came with it. This is where the shock mount and studio boom arm came in next. I wanted to get the microphone off of the desk to reduce the amount of sound that came from things such as simply typing on the keyboard, as well as save some space. For the arm, I used the Rode PSA-1 studio boom arm as I found this met my needs. It would easily support the weight of my microphone, and it allowed me to adjust and move the microphone around by a fair distance. This makes keeping it out of the way when I'm not using it very easy. When I want to use it, I can just pull it forward. I selected the Blue Radius 2 shock mount after some online research. It does a good job at isolating the microphone from noise and vibrations. Check out the full video I did on that in the video description for some samples of before and after sounds, so you can get an idea of what it sounds like with the shock mount and without the shock mount. The Blue Radius 2 shock mount was designed to work with the Blue Yeti microphone, so I thought they would be a good fit together, and they have been so far for me. With that said, you don't just have to use the Yeti with this shock mount, you can use essentially any microphone with a standard threaded mount. With this combination of boom arm and shock mount, I would be able to place the microphone almost anywhere I needed. The flexibility and adjustability of both were very important to me. For instance, with my particular microphone, to record the highest quality sound, I need to speak into it on a certain angle. So between the placement customizations with the arm and shock mount, I can get this just right for optimal audio recording. It doesn't matter too much which way the shock mount faces. For example, you can face the microphone up or down. In my setup, I have the microphone facing down, as this allows the boom arm to stay up out of the way above my monitors. Finally, I purchased a pop filter. These can be very cheap for a basic model, and compared to the rest of the equipment, for such a low price, they can significantly improve the quality of your audio recordings, so they're definitely worth it. Essentially, the pop filter eliminates harsh popping sounds that happen when too much air hits the microphone, which causes peaks in the audio, reducing the overall quality. This happens commonly when you say words that start with the letter P, for instance. I have my pop filter simply clamped onto the shock mount, which has been working very well so far. So that's what I'm currently using to record audio, and it's working very well for me. Much better than simply using the microphone directly on the desk, as I found this was picking up any slight bumps, and even vibrations in my desk from the keyboard typing would pick up and be extremely disturbing. By keeping the microphone off of the desk, I'm now saving desk space and improving audio quality at the same time. Not to mention, I think the whole thing looks kinda cool and much more professional. I hope my setup has given you some ideas on what you can do with yours. I'm constantly on the lookout for ways to improve the quality of my audio recordings, so let me know if you have any tips or suggestions down in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for future videos like this one.